Alright, so I am unboxing the Cyma CM037, which is just a Chinese copy of the Beta Spetnats, which we all know is made up by Tokyo Marui. Oh! I opened the box. There it all is. Cool. So that's the unboxing. So, for all intents and purposes, it's got a metal top. I think the bottom's plastic, maybe. Magazine's metal. It actually feels pretty solid altogether. For an $80 airsoft gun, this is probably one of the best. Ooh. Oof. I do not like that, but the butt on it is slippery as hell. So you gotta put something on it to keep it from slipping. Like, for real. That is slippery as shit. For all in all, for $80, this is probably one of the best airsoft guns you can get. It's got a... And actually, I've never had an AK airsoft gun before, but my understanding is, yep. Top comes off just like that. That's where you normally put your stick battery. But being that it has a stock, I'm guessing you have to take the screws out. Because for $80 you gotta have something that has some shortcuts. But it's a full Gearbox 3 airsoft gun. Really stupid, slippery, wibbly stock, which you could probably fix with some I want to say electrical tape, but electrical tape would probably not help that at all. You've got the adjustable hop-up inside of the shell ejector, or what would be the shell ejector on a real gun. But for the most part, like, I'm impressed. The lower receiver may be plastic, but if it is, it actually feels like really good plastic. It takes apart just exactly the same as the Marui does. And let's see if I can get it back together. There's a good chance I can't, and we're going to have to stop the camera while I try and figure out how to put the top of the receiver back on. But the fact still remains, flash hider, front sight, gas line, top of receiver all metal. For $80, probably one of the best you could score, but this butt plate being smooth plastic, really hard to actually shoulder. It wants to just slide out.
Am I allowed to laugh at butt plate?
You can laugh at butt plate.
Thank you.
Go ahead and laugh at butt plate. It's funny.
Sorry. Apparently a 13-year-old boy. Anyway,
you should just laugh at me not being able to get the top of the receiver back on this thing.
I'm about to get a call, so...
I figured.
Oh, wait, no, it's not.
I got it on. Look at that. We got it back on. And the magazine that it actually comes with is, if I'm not mistaken...
You know, Tom, actually, I do have to grab this.
Nah, it's plastic.
I do have to grab this.
It was a false alarm! Alright, so this magazine is actually plastic. Really
have so much editing to do.
I'm leaving all of this in.
Oh, God.
Really convincing plastic. In the same way as you would with an actual AK. Rocks in, locks in. The sight picture is alright, but for the most part, if you spend $80 on an airsoft rifle and it's this thing, you done good, is all I'm going to say. Metal barrel, metal sight. I want to say gas line, but it's not a gas line. Metal gas line, plastic front, metal top receiver, plastic bottom receiver. It's about what you'd expect, but I like it. It's just a little slippery on the butt plate, is my only complaint. She's laughing at butt plate. She's laughing at butt plate.
It's the only remotely funny thing about anything
I bought
you're
it for
doing.
her, and she's laughing at butt plate. So the last couple things about it. The small battery on this one goes into the buttstock. The buttstock's too small to accept a large battery. The actual butt plate is metal. I might be trying to put this on backwards, but it pretty much pops on and off. I don't have a battery in it. It pops on and off by sliding it up and down. The only complaint that I have about this for $80, considering the fact that, like, in the golden days of Airsoft, I spent almost $300 on an MP5K, is that this bottom receiver might not be metal, and the butt plate is so smooth that it's easy to slide out of your shoulder. I guess a little bit of grip tape would fix that up, no problem, but for $80, I mean, I never thought that we'd be able to buy AEGs for this little that would be this nice. It did come with this really nice, really thin nylon sling that's built for 2 points, but it's a gun that only has one sling point on it. I don't know what they were thinking about that, but realistically, if you want to get into Airsoft and you want something that's inexpensive and does its job and does it well, a version 3 Chinese gearbox in this type of build, absolutely fantastic. As far as how far out it will hit, how accurate it is, there are tons of videos about that, but I'm focusing more just on the fact that it is actually a really quality piece of machinery out of China, which we all thought they were jokes back in like 2005. A little bit of grip tape, a couple of good magazines. This actually feeds really well. You'd sit really well with this, and I actually am really happy that this is what I got for my girlfriend to play with on the fields with me, because I was a little afraid that it would just be chintzy crap, but it's not, and I think she'll have a good time with it. And
we'll see. Peanut gallery, sorry.
And actually, I think I would have a good time with this one too, especially in CQB situations. Peace out. Here's my review on the Cyma CM037, which is just their copy of the Tokyo Marui Beta Spatnats. Really well built. Everything's good in it. And the only thing I would say is put some tape on this butt plate. The butt plate needs tape.